Hello everyone and welcome back to Pokémon FireRed. The post-game? End-game? Something? I don't quite know. I mean, we're not yet done. We still have quite a bit to do actually. Anyway, we're in Vermilion City where the SSN was. Now of course it's gone. But we have a tri-pass. So we want to go to one island. If I remember correctly, Gary said he was going to start there. I think that was intended as a kind of hint for us to go there now. Except, is there much going on? Let's see if there's anything going on in the Poké Center. What you? Strange, how have things been for you? Oh, is that right? You've caught more Pokémon. Do you know what? Maybe I can be useful to you. I'm modifying the network machine right now, changing it so it can handle trades over long distances. When I get finished, you'll be trading for exotic Pokémon from trainers far away. But there's a slight catch. For the link to work, the machine needs a special gemstone. It's supposed to be on one island, but I haven't found one yet. Who knows where it could be? Somewhere up the mountain, I would guess. I really don't remember where it is. Let's go up the mountain and see if we find anything interesting. We've already been there once to get Moltres, but you never know. Did I search this? Maybe there was something there and I already found it. Anyway. The wild Pokemon in this place haven't changed, so we're still only getting the Generation 1 stuff. And I'm not dealing with them. They're way too weak to be worthwhile. Oh look, Rapidash. I'll actually kill that one. The thing is, for doing the Elite Four, and well, our rival of course, I kind of changed up the movesets on a lot of my Pokemon to make them more powerful. But it means that a lot of them now have very few PP for their moves. Simply because the more powerful moves tend to have less PP, it's just the way it is. But I think that's quite okay. It'll just make leveling a little more of a hassle, but that's not really something you have to concern yourselves with. It's mostly something I have to do. Guess we want to go further up. I'm guessing the gemstone, if anywhere, would be in the... Well, if the gemstone is somewhere on one island, it would probably be in the big dungeon place that we have here, which is Mount Ember. Punched through at last. Let's go treasure hunting. Any treasure we find, we haul back to the warehouse, understood? Oh, and what are the passwords? At the Rocket Warehouse, I mean. What, you forgot the password? There are actually two. The first one's Goldie Need Lock. And the second one is... Hey, this Snoop's been listening in. Well, you are criminals, right? Trying to horn in on our treasure? Don't bet on it. I actually thought to make it a little more interesting when I fight the Elite Four again, because while they have some different Pokemon, I think everyone gets one, maybe two new Pokemon, and new movesets. It's still basically the same kind of fight. Not much changes, so I thought maybe I'll change my team around for it a bit. I actually just came up with this. I thought at first, let's go completely crazy and go with the Bug-type team. So everyone on the team would have to be at least partially a Bug-type. But that would be possibly a bit much. I'm sure it would be doable. Just need to overlevel them a fair bit and be aware that pretty much everything is super effective against Bug-types. Well, I know Ice is, and I know Fire is, and probably Dragon is. I'm going to guess Fighting... Fighting might not be, I don't actually know. I know Rock is, so... Anyway. Ooh, level 65, yay. So that would be interesting. Then I thought, what if we go for like all legendary teams? So using the legendary birds and possibly my starter, which is kind of a legendary in a way, I guess. And you know, using some other legendaries that we'll find, but nah, it's a bit overpowered. Because the legendaries are by nature pretty powerful. And then I thought, I'll just make it random. I'm not quite develop amnesia conveniently and forget everything you heard. Yep. And this one, you've been eavesdropping on us, haven't you? I'm not entirely decided how I do it. At first I thought, just now, I thought, I could just go for a random type. So just, I don't know, roll the dice, or I guess use a random number generator anyway. Make a random decision as to which type you're going to use. So whatever it happens to be, psychic, water, ice, ground, whatever, I would use only Pokemon of that type. Or maybe Pokemon that fit well with the theme. Because some types are fairly limited. Like if I get Steel, there isn't really that much in terms of Steel Pokemon, and I definitely don't want duplicates. So maybe if I get Steel, I will also use some Rock types, for example, which kind of look Steel-ish. Not sure on that. Maybe, I guess. We'll see. Why did you have to win? What a setback. We'll have to regroup. You, don't even think about taking a step inside here. If you know what's good for you, don't even think about this. And now I'm thinking maybe I just go through all the Pokemon that are available to me and randomly choose some of those, which might possibly end up with a much stronger or a much weaker team. I don't know quite yet what I'll do. I'll definitely want to train up some new Pokemon from scratch because, I don't know, it might be interesting to have just a bit of a variety. I might just go through my box and see what I have there, because I have a bunch of backup Pokemon that are kind of cool and I might want to use. I haven't decided yet, but I am pretty much set on the idea that the second time around I will not be using any Pokemon from my original team to do the Elite Four. You're not worth the hassle. Sadly, that obviously means no Articuno and no Charizard and no Dragonite. But I don't know. Might still get some other cool Pokemon. Maybe I'll go for some really obscure ones that are really quite bad. I don't know. I mean, I guess that would be like the bug challenge all over again. Okay, with these puzzles you sometimes have to pay a bit of attention so you don't mess it up, but this one doesn't appear to be too difficult. As long as the emulator doesn't mess up with my inputs, which... Oh, you're level 42, fine, I'll Ice Beam you. But quite frankly, it's rare for the emulator to do that. It sometimes seems like if I just tap a direction key, it kind of overdoes it and assumes I've pressed it for longer, but in general, it's fine. Oh, and this would be the first Pokemon from the new generation. Sadly, I'm too powerful to actually catch them with my current team. Oh well. I still find it funny that Gengar is the one that uses strength. Oh, another one. Sadly, I'm going to assume that Ice Beam will kill it as well, even though it's not going to be effective. Yep. Darn. But at level 30 something, they are too strong to just catch without weakening them. It's not gonna happen. Okay, your weakest move is probably cut. Yep, one hit kill. Oh well. I think this is meant to be the way out. Nope, we can actually go forward this way as well. Wow, level 20, that's pretty low. I mean, the others were level 30, so that's quite a wide range. Let's see what's over here. Oh. You know how I kind of laughingly referred to this in the credits, that some sort of American Association of Blind People worked on this game? They checked this. This is Braille. I believe it actually means something, but I don't know what. No idea. What do I have in here? Oh, a ruby. Guessing that might be what we need. Wow. I don't know what those writings mean. I think if you know Braille, then you can actually read this. I think that's just normal Braille letters, I guess. Ah, darn, I'm suppressing a sneeze here. I just don't want to sneeze on camera, or I guess while recording. I'm not technically on camera because I don't use a camera, but you get the point. Still no point in fighting you. And even though it is a new Pokemon, it's getting slightly old now. Here we have to do this, otherwise we'll block our way. Come on, level 18, really? What's the point? So yeah, I thought I'd just train up a new team from scratch, which involves breeding them, which in order to start breeding I need to progress a little further along this place. Okay. So nothing left to do here, I guess. Can I fly away from here? Don't think so. Oh, I can. Nice. Okay, let's go back to one island then. I'm pretty sure the ruby is actually the stone we were meant to find. And there's another gem of that kind which we can find somewhere else, and then those two, when we have both of them, we can fight Mewtwo. Oh, that's... And he gets the ruby. Thank you. Strange, you're simply amazing. May I ask one more giant favor of you? Yeah, sure. While I was studying gemstones, I discovered something important. There is another gem that forms a pair with this ruby. The other gemstone is supposed to be in the Sevi Islands. Strange, please, I need you to go and find the other gem. He wants ferry pass and town map, sure. And we get the rainbow pass and a this is my own ferry pass. It will let you get to all the Sevi Islands. Strange, please, I can't do it without your help. Okay, so that being done, we now actually have, firstly we've got the additional page in the town map, and we've got the rainbow pass, which allows us to go to other, which involves everything up to 7 Island. Anyway, let's go to, I think, 3 Island? There was a guy who was sort of digging a tunnel, I guess, prospecting for gold, I think he said. I just want to see if that's actually an event where there's some kind of progress. Hey, what about you? Those bikers ran off and Lostel was found safe. Everything turned out for the best. Yeah, aren't I great? Oh look, he actually built his tunnel. Hey there, how's it going? Did you hear? I've struck gold. You remembered that I was prospecting, didn't you? You can't begin to imagine just how happy I am. So I'll show you. This is for you. Yay, we get a nugget. Isn't that great? That's a nugget. I can't give you any nuggets of wisdom, so that'll have to do. What a joke. And we're at Three Isle Port. I think this is a place where you can find just Dunsparce, I think. And it's the only wild Pokemon that appears here. I just want to go through this until I encounter at least something. Oh, come on, I know there's Pokemon here. Just the encounter rate appears to be rather low. And look, it's a Dunsparce. I have no idea what that Pokemon's all about. It is kind of pointless. So let's wing attack it, and then let's wing it. Actually, let's leg it. But yeah, you want a if you want a Dunsparce, that's where you get it. Okay, and then let's head over to Four Island, which I guess would be the next in line, and see what we can find over there. After all, there's those mysterious rockets which we found earlier, and something's going on. Just took a sip from my drink, sorry. Hey, Gary. Hey, strange. What are you doing here in the Savvy Islands? You should quit copying me, you know. Anyways, I already got my Pokemon egg, so I'm done with this island. Hey, I bet you don't even know about Pokemon eggs. You'll never fill your national Pokédex that way. By the way, I saw someone we both know on this island. Why don't you go look around and see if it makes you curious? Me, I don't have the time to waste. Be smelling you. Okay, someone we both know. Who might that be? Rock Smash. And we get a star piece. I think we can sell this for medium amounts of money. The Daycare Man! And this Daycare allows you to place 2 Pokemon, I believe. And in there you can then basically breed your Pokemon. I'm the Daycare Lady. We can raise Pokemon for you. Would you like us to raise one? I have the money. I'm just going to quickly hand her a Dragonite. Okay, and she can actually raise 2. So that's basically you give her 2, and if they're compatible, they'll breed, and eventually you'll produce eggs. And no. Yes, I want to take my Pokemon back, and you can have the 100 Pokebucks. I was really just giving it to you to show how this works. And that's one of the reasons I caught a Ditto a blog ago, basically. Because Ditto can breed with anything that can breed. There are some Pokemon that just don't breed at all. Legendary Pokemon, for example, something like Articuno, it will never breed. But most Pokemon have sort of a breeding group, which defines which Pokemon they can breed with. And Ditto is just in all of them, and it doesn't have a gender, so Ditto just doesn't care. Just anything goes. Oh, you found me. Please don't tell Lorelei. Did you know that Lorelei has lots and lots of stuffed dolls? Every time she comes back to Four Island, her collection grows. Oh, Lorelei lives here? Oh, that's interesting. Hey, let's visit. Oh. She certainly likes stuffed dolls, but she's not here. We're gonna have to look for her then. Certainly wouldn't mind meeting her again. There's an item over there, which I want. And Stardust. And who are you? Ooh, chilly. I made a slushy using ice I shaved inside Icefall Cave. It's chilly and tasty. Okay. So maybe we'll find some ice Pokemon here. I wouldn't mind using one of those for my new team that I'll eventually have to use. Okay, to get up there, up that waterfall, we need, I think it's an ability called Waterfall. Which sadly... it's another HM, there's 2 more. Cascade and Diver, and Dive or something. I think Cascade is actually the one you use to get up waterfalls. I don't remember precisely. Anyway, there's 2 more water HMs. I believe what I'll actually do is I will get the Lapras, which should be able to learn all of them, and basically use that as an HM slave to temporarily replace my Gyarados. And if you walk over this ice once, it kind of cracks. If you walk over it again, it completely breaks and you fall down. I am not so sure if I want to be here. Oh look, you know these guys, but it's level 45, so... yeah, the enemies have definitely gotten a bit stronger here. So, actually noticeably stronger than enemies even in the Victory Road. Level 45 you could encounter there on occasion, but that would be the evolved Pokemon, and that's a basic one, so... Pretty nice. This will be a good place to train up some more Pokemon. Let's just go down here. Okay, bad move, I guess? Maybe not. Yeah, bad move. Okay. Oh ho! It's a Delibird. No idea what that is. Cut it? I'm going to try cut because it might not be a one-hit kill. Oh. I would have tried catching it, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. Okay, let's hop down here instead. Okay, let's go down again. This ice is a bit trolly to navigate. But as you can see, I can't really do anything here from this entrance. So we're gonna have to drop down on the ice. Let's start by trying to drop down here, see where it takes us. Okay, that allows us to get the Never Melt Ice. We will instantly take advantage of that. It's one of those held items that improves, well, in this case, ice attacks, which we will give to Articuno. Articuno currently only knows Ice Beam, but it'll learn some more. Okay, and this time we'll head down this way. This way, this way, this way, and this way? Oh yay. Got it right. I find these puzzles quite easy actually. Oh, Swinub. I'm going to guess that this will also die to a wing attack. Even though that should not be effective. Darn. I wouldn't have minded that. That's quite a nice ice ground type. I think it's a kind of mammoth in its final evolution, so... I don't know. I'll have to come back here eventually with a few weaker Pokemon so I can catch some stuff. Ah, such a shame. I'm just too powerful. And this is HM7 Waterfall. Okay, so I will... Yeah, I guess I'll cut here. Actually, no, I'll show you this on camera. Because we're not far. Should be a Poké Center here, yeah. Okay, we're going to move Pokemon. And we will pick up the Lapras and switch it for Gyarados. Sorry Gyarados, but you're gonna have to sit this one out for a bit. But since I will do a replacement team eventually anyway, I guess that's fine. Sadly, that means Lapras will be pretty much ruined. It will be learning Surf. And Lapras actually is quite a nice Pokemon. At least for the moment, it doesn't know anything particularly useful though, so I don't mind overwriting all these moves. I will not be leveling it up though. Because, well, if it levels up and learns a new move, I really don't have much room to play with when it knows eventually 3 HMs, because there's another one that will have to learn. So I'll basically be running around with a 5 Pokemon team for the moment, but that's just fine. The Surf is 95 by the way, and Waterfall is 80, so Surf is actually more powerful. Okay. And as I said, there's a 3rd Water HM that you'll have to get eventually. I don't like that they made so many new HMs in the later generations. 6 would have been fine, because then, you know, you can optimize your team so that everyone has 1 HM. Like, it worked until Rock Smash for me, for my team. Everyone had 1 HM, which is kind of, they're usually not very strong moves, but you'd only waste 1 move per Pokemon, basically. Incidentally, each of these counts as a step, so if you're doing anything that relies on your step count, this would be a way to do it. Unless, well, if there weren't wild encounters. I was actually trying to check if there were wild encounters, but yeah, there are. There's other places, maybe not in this game, but I know in Ruby and Sapphire, I believe. Yeah, I want to use Waterfall. And that way you can get up here. I was gonna cut, wasn't I? Anyway, let's... No, I want to go right here. Lorelei, Kilpio. I shouldn't read out the, like, who's saying it, so yeah, I'll stop doing that, it's kind of an instinct. Keep your filthy hands off the Pokemon in the cave. Do as I say, or you'll have me to answer to. Ah, shut it, lady, and leave us be. Don't let your glasses get all steamed up. Strange, what are you doing here? No, we can catch up later. Right now I need your help. Help me kick these poachers out before they do anything else. They've been catching Pokemon here, then selling them off. Are you ready? You take that one, please. Meh, easy. Who says we can't do what we want with the Pokemon we catch? I do. And Lorelei, who happens to be a pretty powerful trainer as well, so tough luck. Aw, you're a little underpowered, aren't you? Aw. Sorry. But not really. Another Zubat. No, I'll stick to this Charizard. It's fine. You should never underestimate the wing attack on this, even though it has a ton of PP, including the snap bonus. It's pretty good. 200 HP, and he's using a Golbat. Well, it would be Alakazam's turn, so that's cool. And let's Psybeam, it should be a kill. We didn't plan on this, I guess you didn't. So despicably weak. You, tell me, where have you taken the captured Pokemon? I'm smashing your ring once and for all. No way, I'm not telling you that. If you won't confess, we'll deep freeze you. My Lapras is furious for what you've done to its friends. Go Lapras, Ice Beam! Ah, okay, I'll talk! The Pokemon are in the Rocket Warehouse on 5 Island. There, I said it, we'll be going now. But I doubt you'll ever make it into the Rocket Warehouse. Well, I guess you didn't. 200 HP and he's using a Golbat. Well, it would be Alakazam's turn, so that's cool. Idiots. Strange, thank you. But this is awful. I was born and raised here on these islands. I had no idea that those horrible criminals were loose here. Well, it can happen. Okay, can't go any further. Alright, off camera I'll make my way out of here, and I'll probably check some sort of wiki to see if there's any Pokemon here I want to catch. I don't know, maybe. I won't train them up yet though. That'll be for, well, eventually. Almost made it. I'm kind of keen on getting a Swinub. I'm contemplating one anyway. So I might do some off-camera work in between episodes to just check what I can get. But I will definitely not be leaving this island. Anything I do will be on this island. I might be using the daycare a bit. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.